People love sexy monsters. Let's make the sexiest monster. Now we're going to do this using science, so that means we need to create a monster phylogeny in order to hybridize our way to the sexiest monster. I reached out to Hank Green to see if he would explain what a phylogeny is, but he didn't respond to my one singular tweet I sent at 10:30 p.m. What gives, Hank? I thought we were friends. I reached out to a real friend to help explain what a phylogeny is and why we need one.
My name is Josie Tagestad. I am a member of the Corey Tarwater Lab of Avian Ecology and Research at the University of Wyoming, where I just graduated. I've been working with birds in Panama, specifically red-capped manakins, investigating song, bioacoustics, and ethology.
So you're a scientist.
Yeah, the easy way to say that is scientist.
Bird scientist.
Bird scientist, specifically, yeah.
Great, we're not going to talk about any of that.
So phylogenies kind of describe how everything is related from the base of one common organism and what changes occurred along the way to give rise to like the different species. So then hybridization can occur between those closely related species. So sometimes if you know the relationship in a phylogeny, then you can guess which of the closely related species would be able to hybridize in a pinch.
There is one crucial thing we're missing here, and that's the question, how sexy are these monsters?
I don't know that I'm qualified to answer that.
But I know who is. I reached out to the host of the spicy podcast, The Ghoul Tank, to create our sexy scoring system.
So do I need to put ass on this list?
Yes.
Yeah.
We came up with a list of criteria to give our base phylogeny monsters a sexy score. I then acquired from a confidential source a list of those monsters.
Okay, you know what? Let's do zombie right now. Would they take you out on a nice sushi date? No, they're a zombie. Do they have big, strong arms for holding and hugging? No, they're a zombie. Are they good at escape rooms? No, they're a zombie. Are they in tune with your inner desires? Absolutely not. They're a zombie. Can they fly? Fuck no. They are zombies. I'm not even going to answer number 6. Would they take a bullet for you? Yeah, if they happen to be in front of the gun. Infectious sense of humor? No. Plus, they would bite you and you'd get infected. Eyes you can fall into? They don't got any eyes anymore. They rotted. Commitment? No, they're a zombie. And ass? It depends on how fresh they are.
I took zombies off the list. I also split up creatures like vampires and werewolves who have well-known variations and added worm.
Why do we need worm?
It's a good question. Any phylogeny worth its salt is gonna have to have an outgroup. You need like an anchor point in order to truly understand the relationships that you're looking at so that you can contextualize it with everything else that is evolved on this planet.
Here's our monster phylogeny. Let's mash. Worm, Surmaid, Loch Ness Wyvern. That one's pretty obvious where that goes.
You sound so unexcited.
Loch Ness Wyvern! Harpalisk, Hydralisk, Snorgon, Bilingual, Grimera. This is just a lion. Spoogaroo, Werewolf on Shuffle, Pelpy, Tartar. This is just a man. Vampter, Big Man Mothfoot. Very sexy. Where's Big Man? Where's the Big Man? Oh, there's the Big Man. Okra, Edward Cullen, but just one big eye. Business casual vampire. Now let me explain the vampires really quick. So the vampire is split into 6 different types. The horny vampire is like your succubus, incubus type. The mosquito vampire is vampires who don't drink human blood. The coworker vampire is, you know, that one off the, And then Blade is any vampire that's just like really fucking cool, has like a cool ass aesthetic. That's a Blade vampire. And then the fancy lad is like your classic vampire, and your classic vampire is like your Bela Lugosi, Dracula, but the fancy lad is like that, but fancy. So if you combine your coworker vampire and your Blade vampire, you just get a horny vampire again. Science. Wendigollum, Ungeon, Screaming Killer Rabbit. Now each hybrid gets a new score based off of the average of their parents' sexiness score. I then came up with an additional system to further analyze their sexiness. Would they make you a playlist to listen to on a long road trip and wouldn't get offended if you skip certain songs because sometimes you don't want to listen to My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion? Again, would you go on a second date with them? Do they smell nice? Would they start a podcast? Do they have a sense of aesthetic? Now they can either gain or lose points from this additional criteria. Bonus points awarded for charisma and ass. Here are the scores. Round 2. Mermaid. Well traveled. I know this looks like I printed Snorgan again, but her name is Iris, and her hair can turn into Hydra, and all of the eyes on her body can turn you to stone. I don't know how to explain this one!
On here you have chicken with boobs but roaring.
Yes, that's what chicken with boobs but roaring! Do you see this chicken with boobs? It's a fearsome creature. Inherently not sexy. Spaghetti. It can sometimes turn into a person. The thing about the spaghetti, right, is it can shapeshift between a person and a spoogaroo. Aquatic centaur. It's important to note, though, it's in the sea. It's in the sea. It's where I want my men to be. There's just a lot of sexual energy with this one.
Why are you shaking your head?
It's too much.
Too much. You're making the sexiest monster.
We're not making the horniest monster. All right, I'll admit, there's too much horny energy with this one. Yuck. Middle class hole. Nice man. He's got clay bones. It's an anime girl. Ta-da. This next round, like you do when you're past 25, I've raised my standards. Any monster with a score under 2 is eliminated, and the sexiest monster is obviously the one that hits 13 first on this spooky Friday the 13th.
It's the 16th.
Now that we've eliminated 2 of our hybrids, that leaves us with 8 possible hybrids to combine into 4, and hopefully one of them hits 13 to create the sexiest monster. So we're gonna start with. I'm sorry, I'm not feeling great. I'm just gonna skip right to the end. So the sexiest monster is. Also, the sexiest score of 13 went to the hybrid of Nice Man and Too Horny, and it's just cousin it with hooves. So, scientifically. Little goat hooves underneath all that. We're not sure if it's hair or fur. But you put like a little plaid on that. Just like real sexy. Real nice. Yeah, a lot of people put work into this for that to be the conclusion. So I think that's important to note, that there were like 5 people that helped determine this outcome scientifically. I collaborated with a lot of great people. So, you know, the sexiest, just little like, and just pure, like, sexy energy. I mean, I would.